This cost 250K. This, 2.4 mil. And that ain't even close to a player's own, and don't talk about.
Oh shit.
Wow.
But calm down, bro. We'll get there. Let's start things off with Sergio Ramos. And coming into Euro 2020, even though Ramos was being clowned about falling off, he still wanted to support his country. So that's when he went out and copped this for $10,000. And listen, this ain't like the bike I ride to my booty calls when I get that midnight you up text. This is a 43 mile an hour Grape G12S. And it's the most advanced electric bike in the entire world. But only spending 10K? Come on now. Football players wipe their ass with that. So as we move along, things are only gonna get more expensive. And now let's take our craziness to a whole nother level, where Antoine Griezmann's purchase literally made him famous. See, back in 2018, Griezmann was taking football by storm. And with the world watching him have his best season, Griezmann just had to celebrate. So during a game against Arsenal, after scoring a goal, he purposely wanted to piss off their fans. What the? And I thought my brother was the only one who did that. But anyways, I know what you're thinking. Like, what the hell does dancing have to do with stupidly expensive things? Well, cause Griezmann's celebration went so viral, he wanted to make this iconic moment unforgettable. So he hit up his jeweler and spent 20 bands on a 6.5 carat black diamond chain with his favorite Fortnite character doing the dance. Now, let's be real. 20K? That's what Ronaldo Jr. gets for an allowance. Some of these football players bought things worth over $10 million. But before we get to that, we gotta talk about Neymar. Cause not only did he spend racks, what he bought literally kills people. See, back in 2020, while COVID was taking over the world, Neymar heard it might be months before he could fake another injury, so it was time to find a new hobby. And with Neymar being one of the world's most followed athletes, he already knew his fans wanted to watch him play something. So he dropped his kicks for some clicks to become a Twitch streamer. And once Neymar started playing CSGO, just because he was so good at the game, some of his highlights racked up over 1 million views. Come on now, man. It's Neymar. Dude loves attention more than any girl I know. So when he realized that whenever he played, he had an audience of over 100,000 people, he couldn't just allow his character to look dusty. So our boy had to spend thousands. And luckily, we found an obsessed fan who literally stalked his purchases.
Neymar appears to be really into his skins. AK is about 590 US. He's also got this Karambit Sapphire Doppler. Now, we saw those in-game before. He's also got these factory new specialist gloves, quite expensive on their own. Very expensive skin. It's not the most expensive inventory ever. Might be worth about $40,000 cash.
Damn, man. And I thought I had drip. Neymar ain't playing. But $40,000 on a video game, compared to this next guy, that's pocket change. So we gotta level up. And what Benzema bought didn't just cost him hundreds of thousands. It almost cost him his life. But see, it wasn't always bad, because back in 2014, while playing for Real Madrid, he actually had potential to become one of the greatest strikers in football history. And coming off his best seasons, the club gave him a 5-year deal worth $45 million. And if you know anything about Benzema, it's that he loves spending millions on mansions and cars. But after signing this new contract, he made his rarest purchase.
Karim Benzema has thrown away $250,000. This is a standard size 1,250 carat diamond soccer ball.
Is anybody else wondering if he could have found a better way to spend $250,000? Because when you buy something so rare that TMZ makes it go viral, it instantly puts a target on your back. And during the 2019 Copa del Rey Clasico, Benzema had to learn this the hard way. See, some criminals wanted to score more money than a GTA heist. And because of Benzema's $250,000 ball, he was at the top of their list. So on game night of the semifinals, they were lurking in the shadows, watching and waiting. And right when he left his mansion, they broke in and refused to leave without the diamonds. So whenever you buy something, just be careful who you tell, because you never know who's plotting. And the same goes for Thierry Henry, because when he spent $500,000, his neighbors literally tried to get him banned from the neighborhood. See, back in 2012, after Henry racked up over $100 million, he came to this odd realization that his $8 million mansion, it just wasn't good enough anymore. So he started sketching out something special. But when his neighbors found out about his stupidly expensive plans, they were pissed. So what do you think he did? Yeah, Henri, he's built different. And I can't even lie, man. Dude's fish are literally living better than me. This tank is 40 feet tall, with 5,000 gallons of water, and it can hold over 300 fish. But anyways, even that can't compete with what football players spend millions on, and what Messi owns could literally get him cloned. Here in 2021, it's been one of the weirdest years of Messi's life, because he stayed loyal to his Barcelona club for 2 decades, and cause of new La Liga rules, he was being forced to leave. See, Barcelona just couldn't afford Messi anymore, and on August 8th, Messi officially broke the news. But pay very close attention. There, hey, did you see that? No, not that. Messi was just tearing up, so his wife wanted to help him out. All good, right? Well, a few days later, this tissue became one of the biggest stories in the world, all thanks to a deranged Barcelona fan who was at the press conference. See, once he laid his eyes on a piece of memorabilia covered with his idol's tears and boogers, there was zero chance he was leaving without it. And I mean, I don't know about you, but when I blow my nose, I don't think someone's gonna dig for it in the garbage. So neither did Messi. But after the event, that's exactly what the fan did. And not long after, this tissue started going global. This dude really put it up for auction, claimed it had enough of Messi's DNA to clone him, and literally set the price to $1 million. Now, at first, I was like, that's the craziest thing I ever heard. But then I saw people actually started bidding. And an Instagram model was so thirsty for clout, she didn't just bid on it, she planned to wear it in a photo shoot. You mean to tell me if I blow my nose, I can get girls like that? I mean, we did just hit 100K, so I might have to slide in her DMs. But anyways, $1 million tissues? Crazy, right? Well, when it comes to Sergio Aguero, just don't let this dude drink alcohol, man. Because not only did he spend over $1 million, back in 2014, he got so drunk, he made one of the most stupidly expensive decisions of his life. See, at the time, Aguero was coming off signing a Man City contract worth $40 million. So, our boy was trying to turn up. But little did his teammates know that when Aguero gets lit, he literally torches his bank account. That night, he bought something that still gives him nightmares.
La verdad que la compré compré una Lamborghini. Debe tener 1200 kilómetros en 6 años, 5 años. No la uso, entonces ahí siempre pienso, hace 2 años que estoy pensando, digo, ¿para qué compré ese coche? Está ahí, lo único que hace es de frío, con lluvia y nada, y ahí está.
Imagine spending over $1 million on your dream car and never driving it. Like, I don't know what's crazier, that or Ronaldo's purchase. Cause back in 2018, he bought one thing and it cost more than my entire neighborhood. See, at the time, Ronaldo was just transferred to Juventus, so all eyes were on him. And we all know Ronaldo, man. Dude's on Instagram seeking more validation than my ex. So coming into a heavily anticipated tiebreaker game against Man United, just cause the cameras were flashing, he needed his diamonds dancing. So he busted down and busted out a masterpiece that cost him $2.5 million.
Backing up them blues, that's all that's in my pockets. Diamonds on me dancing, yeah, they merely rocking. Soon I'm gonna be blasting off just like a rocket. Ain't depending on nobody, I don't do relying.
I already know when Ronaldo heard about that watch, he walked up in the jeweler like, see. But for real, $2.5 million just to tell the time? No way things can get crazy. Wrong. Cause Messi literally spent triple that just to take up in the air. See, back in 2017, Messi became the sport's highest paid player. And to celebrate being at the top of the football world, our boy had to blow a bag. But $100K, $1 mil, $5 mil? Alright, come on now, man. We're talking about Lionel Messi. Dude needs to spend so much money. He wakes up the next day and regrets it, like I do when I bring girls home from the club. So that year, he spent more millions than I can count on this.
Please don't play no games with me. It was never about the fame to me. They needed the best, so they came to me.
Yeah. Messi's private jet's exclusive. Probably why it cost him $15 million. And on the steps, he's got his family's names and subscribed to Kickflix. That's worth $15 million. And on the tail, it's even got his iconic number 10. But now being on PSG, he's gonna have to switch that. On the inside, it comes with a full kitchen, 16 seats, and 2 bathrooms. But Messi's gotta be careful. This plane is so well known that when his fans were waiting to see what team he was leaving Barcelona for, they literally tracked his plane and saw his flight heading to Paris. I just hope none of my exes find out about that app. If I don't upload for weeks, you guys know why. But anyways, even $15 million isn't close to Lukaku's purchase, because back in 2017, he spent over $30 million to keep his side job a secret. See, at the time, Lukaku was transferred after having the best season of his career. And Manchester United, they blessed our boy with an $88 million deal. And as soon as Lukaku found out, he went out and copped one of Manchester's most exclusive mansions. But listen, he didn't just buy this house to flex. Lukaku bought it because there's something he doesn't want his fans to know about. And no, this ain't his sneaky link. He ain't keeping secret the movies he watches in his home theater. And he ain't hiding that he hates playing FIFA as his own team.
I play with Real Madrid
Really? Why?
because
He bought the $30 million palace for him and Pogba's side project.
Sometimes you and Pogba, you'll do the beat, he'll rap.
Yeah.
Is he a better rapper
he's
or
a
are you a
rapper.
better
He's
beat maker?
a rapper, but I'm the beat maker. Like if you want to have beats or mix, like you have to come to me. But
Would you guys ever like release some of the things that you've done? Or
no. That's a dream that will never happen.
Damn, man. I was trying to put Lukaku's mixtape in our next video. Now I'm gonna have to settle for one of my city's SoundCloud rappers. But as much as y'all don't want to hear that, I know you do want to hear about the player who bought something so astronomical, he's going down the stupidly expensive Hall of Fame. Cause after all, there ain't many players who are dumb enough to spend $40 million. But David Beckham, he's built different. And with Beckham being worth $500 million, he's literally bought anything you can imagine. $5 million yachts, $25 million sports teams, a $33 million mansion? We're literally talking about a dude who bought his wife a necklace for $8 million. There's one purchase that stands out. See, Beckham's got a secret collection, and it's so rare, museums want a piece of it. But it took Beckham over 8 years to nickel and dime enough money just to buy this. So if I were him, I wouldn't give it up either. But back in 2010, news of his secret collection got leaked. And it turns out, Beckham keeps 3 of his houses completely filled with a $44 million art collection. Dude's literally got paintings worth more than any car, any plane, any boat, any football player owns. But listen, man, nobody should be competing on who can spend more money. Unless it's Ronaldo versus LeBron. Cause these guys buy more cars than my GTA character. And you can't just not watch that. So click this video right here.